Hello, little weather detectives. I'm Professor Zapnik, the cloud chaser. Today we'll solve one of nature's greatest mysteries. How does water get into a cloud? Let's go on a sky-high adventure. First things first. Water is everywhere. In oceans, lakes, rivers, and even puddles. And what does the sun do? It shines. And when it shines, water evaporates. That means it turns into invisible water vapor and rises up into the air. Zoom! Look closely! These are teeny tiny bits of water vapor, smaller than an ant's sneeze. As water vapor rises, it reaches colder and colder air. And that's when the magic happens. It turns into a water droplet. But it's not floating up there all alone. When the vapor cools down, can you guess what happens? It condenses. That's what we call condensation. When water vapor turns back into tiny droplets, it's just like how water appears on the outside of a cold glass. And when lots of these little droplets come together, boom! A cloud is born. A soft, fluffy cotton candy floating in the sky, full of water droplets. But not all clouds are the same. They have different shapes, heights, and names, and personalities too. Cirrus, the sky artist. These are high up, thin, and wispy, like feathers or streaks. They're made of ice crystals and live in the coldest parts of the sky. Cumulus, the fluffy one. These are puffy white clouds you love to draw. They usually mean nice weather, unless they grow into storms. Stratus, the blanket cloud. These are flat and gray, like a big blanket across the sky. They bring drizzle, fog, or just gloomy vibes. Sometimes they just sit quietly, covering the whole sky like a soft gray blanket. No sunshine, no shadows, just a cozy cloud day. Nimbus, the storm beast. The biggest and scariest. These clouds are tall, dark, and bring thunder, lightning, and hail. I'm the superhero of storms. Better grab your umbrella. But wait, what happens when the cloud gets too full? Like, really full. I mean, belly after a birthday cake full. That's right. The water droplets can't hold on any longer, so they fall back to Earth. Sometimes as raindrops, sometimes as snowflakes, and sometimes as bouncy hailstones. It all depends on the temperature up in the cloud's house. It's the sky's way of saying, here comes the water, ready or not. This awesome, never-ending journey is called the water cycle. The sun heats up the water. Evaporation. Water vapor rises and cools. It condenses into droplets. Droplets form clouds. Then, rain, snow, or hail falls down, and the water returns to oceans, lakes, and rivers, and it starts all over again. Water never disappears. It just changes forms and travels. So the droplet that rained on your head this morning might be in your lemonade tomorrow. Let's recap, you brilliant little cloudologists. The sun shines, evaporation. Water turns into vapor and flies up like invisible balloons. The vapor rises, cooling. The higher it goes, the colder it gets. Cooling turns vapor into droplets. Condensation. Tiny drops start to form, like sky sprinkles. Droplets gather cloud. A fluffy team of droplets floating together. Too many droplets rain. When the cloud can't take it anymore, down they go. Back to Earth. The cycle begins again. The water never rests. It's the world's greatest traveler. So next time you look up and see a cloud, remember, it's not just fluff. It's a sky party full of dancing water droplets. And each one of them is part of an amazing journey. Stay curious, keep watching the sky, and remember, every drop counts. But wait, before you float away, here comes some bonus facts. Did you know that even a small cloud can hold millions of liters of water? So why doesn't it fall from the sky immediately? Because those droplets are super tiny, so small the air keeps them floating. It's like they're on an invisible trampoline made of warm rising air. The trampoline can't hold them anymore, and splash! Down they go as rain. Clouds come in all shapes and sizes. Some look like bunnies, others like dinosaurs doing ballet. Let's play a game. What do you see in the clouds? A cloud can be anything your imagination makes it, but every shape tells us something about the weather too. Flat clouds equals steady weather. Towering clouds, maybe a storm. Wispy clouds, Cool air, no rain. So keep your eyes on the sky. It's nature's weather forecast board. Water doesn't only hide in oceans and clouds, it's everywhere. Even where you can't see it. That's because the droplets are tiny and warm air lifts them. But when they get big enough, splash! Down they go. Inside a leaf, in your breath, in the ground, inside a slice of watermelon. This is called hidden water or invisible moisture. Plants, animals, even you carry water everywhere you go. You, my friend, are a walking, talking part of the water cycle. There's one more important thing we haven't talked about yet: pollution. Normally, rain is clean, but sometimes pollution in the air sticks to raindrops, and that can make acid rain. When we burn too much stuff, like coal and oil, it makes chemicals that the clouds don't like. That's why it's important to keep our air clean, so our clouds can stay healthy, fluffy, and kind to plants. What if there were no clouds? Imagine a world without clouds. No shade on hot days, no rain for the flowers, no snowmen, no foggy mornings. No rainbow magic after a storm. Luckily, the clouds are always working quietly above us, recycling every drop so life on Earth can keep blooming. So remember, little sky explorers, clouds aren't just pretty. They're powerful, important, and full of amazing science. Thanks for joining me on this cloudy adventure. Until next time, keep wondering, keep watching the sky, and never forget, every drop counts. Bye-bye.